Okay, making new friends. Finally, not completely sick. Good job. Watch my fingies. So, we're just doing some basics. These guys, I want to have them get a little bit more acquainted. So, just silent drill, hand signals. I know his obedience is good, but I want him to get comfortable and to shape it a little bit better and get him used to my signals. Alright, big man. We know you like treats. So him, I'm just placing, marking, paying, and haven't started placing yet for Benji. Just asking basic. Sit, click for that. But also adding a little bit of eye contact. Very good. You want to try it? Watch. Good job. Gotta watch my fingers, big man. Not on the... No. Butt down, sir. Oh, kind of cheated. That's all right. A couple tips. I try to focus on movement a lot. As you can see, a little tough with the clicker in one hand. As you can see, the movement gets them a little bit more tracking down and get really used to the hand. You cheated a little bit, but that's okay. You don't know that, do you? Do you? Do you? Oh, good job. Good job. So, sit, place, stay, watch, here. It looks like not too much, but we're hitting all those. We're just hitting them fast. I like to rapid cycle stuff. I like to keep dogs moving and motivated. I don't want my obedience sessions to be boring. And that doesn't mean that they can't build up duration. Alright, that one's going to be tough for you to stay on, isn't it? Good job. So, a couple steps. He's not going to do it. He's going to break. Yep, I knew it. That's okay. Now I'm going to get all the way to the other side, no matter how many times it takes. And I want you to pay attention to how many times I'm saying no, and how many times I'm saying anything. Kind of a trick question, because I'm not. We have not done this yet. But I want you to see how it looks. First time, no tricks. He's getting a little disinterested. So when you start to lose him a little, give him one he knows. But I paid smaller for it. He's making it more distracting. There it is. Good job. My whole point there is I'm using body language a lot. This whole session I'm using body language, right? I'm talking to you guys, but all of this means nothing to them. Yet they're still placing and working. I'll go short distance. Good. I'm getting paid. So you don't need any big fancy words. You don't need any big fancy tricks. It's body language, right? So how I was telling him I didn't like that he was breaking place is I was using positive spatial pressure, right? Get him in a sit. No. Absolutely not. Don't pay. Even if he sits after A mistake like that, don't pay. Make him do plus plus after that. So I'm holding out palm forward to show him no, I don't want you to break, because I am applying negative spatial pressure by going backwards. That's positive, obviously, going forward. Positive says stay, negative says come to me. That's the tricky part with recall, because you got to go away in order for them to stay, right? So I try to do fists forward as I go backwards, hoping they more so target that. We'll just do some general targeting. Don't pay for these until you get the muzzle touch. Just basics, basics, basics. Ooh, that was bad timing. It's a little tricky with one hand. Be a lot easier when you guys don't have to film yourselves. Can I get a double sit? Let's see. See, he's kind of backing away, backing away, backing away. The command does not back away 3 times and then sit. That's not what it is. It's sit your butt down when I raise my hand up. So I'll do this 300 times until he understands that it's not a retreating command. That's his anxiety influencing his obedience. You can be an obedient dog and still have anxieties. You can do basic commands. I'm going to make him sit for this final one because it's a little behavioral and a little bit obedience while I'm right in front of him because he's trying to avoid that. Same thing. That was his hardest one. Not going to get treated until he sits directly in front of me and stops the back pedal game. Absolutely not with the jumping. He sees the signal. He knows the signal. His anxieties are getting the better of him because strange man is approaching. I don't care. You know how to get me to stop and to get a treat is to put your butt down. So as soon as he does that, I'll treat and I'll go away. But until then, he's got to face a little bit of his fears. That's avoidance. And he's got to do something extraordinarily basic to get out of an uncomfortable situation. So I want him to handle his anxieties with avoidance instead of reactivity, right? Back into a corner. What are you going to do? How do you get out the corner, bud? Problem solving. Oh, it's run away. No, it isn't. Stay on him. You're a big tough guy, right? Problem solve it. There it is. Go play. Thanks for co-piloting. Thanks for co-piloting. Oh, it was so stressful. It was so stressful sitting. Oh, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I see the over the top. There's another thing I'd like to mention really quickly. Anxious dogs don't like being pet over the top of the head. So try to mix it in slowly. You know, eventually he'll get desensitized to it, but it's always best if you pet under the muzzle. Give him some good scratchies. It's nice and safe. Anytime you get pawing or anything like that, completely disengage. Pawing leads to jumping, leads to scratching, leads to, I'm not a dog, so please don't do it to me. Good job, good job. Let me know if you got any questions.